Welcome to Daily Plunge. We are in the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 20, the whole chapter. Now, David had been down at the community of prophets, right? He had been worshiping with Samuel. The Spirit of the Lord was upon him and the rest of the prophets, and that they had a spiritual frenzy, okay? They were just overwhelmed with the presence of God. But then Saul comes down, even though he's having quite a frenzy tide of worship too. I know that's a scary idea to Lutherans about being overcome by the Holy Spirit, having this frenzied worship. But David sees this as a great time to get out of the temple, or out of the tabernacle as it might be. He flees there, goes back to Jerusalem, tells Jonathan, yeah, your dad's trying to kill me. Jonathan is sort of surprised by this because he had worked out reconciliation back in chapter 19, the previous chapter. And David tells him, no, your dad's trying to do this. Jonathan is naive about politics, and you might even say naive about sin. Jonathan is a man of faith. We've seen this before. And he just can't believe that his dad would be like this. And he says, no, my dad never makes a move without me. He wouldn't do this. But then the two of them make a covenant with one another. And Jonathan has enough spiritual discernment to see he's not going to have the throne, that God has given the throne to David. It's just a matter of time. And so because they are dear friends, right? They have a brotherhood. He makes a covenant with David that his family will always be safe. And we'll see this play out later in the books of Samuel. Now in 1 Samuel. Now, one of the things about this is that Jonathan and David are more concerned about their friendship than they are about power. David's not trying to usurp Saul's throne. And what's funny is that Jonathan, the only one he trusts is David. He doesn't even trust the arrow boy. And so Saul is so overwhelmed with this spirit of wickedness, this spirit of the flesh, of his malice and anger and jealousy and envy, that his own daughter and his own son will come to the aid. They're not going against Saul so much as they're coming to the aid of David. They're walking in the way of the Lord. And so, Jonathan and David work out this plan for communicating whether Saul really wants to eliminate David. And turns out, yes, he does. In fact, Saul is filled with so much venom against David that he chucks a spear at his own son, Jonathan, accusing him of being a traitor, calling him horrible names. You're a son of a whore, because Jonathan doesn't want to go in on his evil plan. And Saul is so mad. He's so filled with malice and envy, he can't see straight. He's deranged. He is deranged by his sin, his sinful attitudes of envy and jealous and malice. And this is what drives David away. It's not David's ambition. It's Saul's sin. Hey, thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.